Welcome to my channel. I don't know why I'm so nervous. This is like, why am I so nervous? And I think it's because of what I'm starting that it's making me more nervous, you know what I mean? And I think it's more nerves of actually putting out there and other people seeing and noticing the thing that I've been passionate about and working on and silently working on it and silently been passionate about it for years. So the fact that like I'm actually doing it, like I'm nervous about it. This is my first official introduction into Authortube, WriterTube, all of that stuff. So I'm not really going to go into like a deep dive of like the author tag type of stuff. I was watching videos on it and I just want to kind of do my own thing. With that being said, I am a coffee lover, but I should not be drinking Dunkin' or Starbucks or any of that. I did get it because this morning I took one of my kids to school and Dunkin' was like on its way. So I wanted to give a little bit about myself. My name is Karina and I'm officially starting my, I'm not gonna say first book because it's not. I've started a book before. It's been 3.5, almost 4 years since I've touched that book. I am now working on my second one. I know I'm gonna go back to my first. I'm looking at the book now, like as I'm talking, but I know eventually I'm gonna revisit that first book that I was writing. It's just been more the kind of book that it is. It's like, or what I'm writing is more like trauma. So it's kind of hard to just go into it and finish it because of a lot of what the book is about. Every time I dive into it, I have to take a break from it. I kind of write in dark, contemporary, romancy, trauma, toxic type of things. That's the genre I like to write in. That's the genre, not 100% that I like to read, because I love reading and I will read just about any book that you put in front of me that grabs my attention. And my writing may or may not have the same effect on other people. Why did I start writing? I started writing when I was in middle school. Poetry was always a great outlet for me. And then after high school, I started writing. Book that really got me into reading and like bringing me in as a reader, The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah, and it's urban fiction. That was one of the books that got my attention into wanting to read and like just really interested in reading and just loving a good story and a good escape. And I have a lot of urban fiction from when I was in middle school and high school because it was relatable for me. What was more memorable and more of a standout to me was the fact, like, I just read a book and then I just fell in love with it, and I just fell in love with reading and how a story can just transport you over into the world that the author has created. I'm officially putting it out into the world that I'm on my second book, that I'm officially like, this is the one I think I want the world to know, to read, to understand. I do work full-time. I am a wife and a mother, so it's like an extreme schedule. So fitting in the time to write is like, honestly, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it's hard. There's some days that I don't, but what I like to do, something that I love to do, is when everybody goes to bed at night, I'll put a 1-hour timer on my phone and then I'll just sit in front of the computer and then I'll just write or type for like an hour. And that can consist of, honestly, like writing down notes of the story, or I'm gonna call it world. So yeah, trying to add in writing into the life that I live is not easy. It's actually kind of hard. So kudos to anybody that can manage that, because I've been trying to do it for years. And then as the years progressed, like things just got like kind of harder and like not easy at all to do. So one thing I would like my writing, my stories to do for the person that's reading it, for that reader, is for it to be impactful to them, for them to resonate with the story. The things I like to write about are relatable things. It's something that stays with them, like mentally and emotionally, in a good way. This is my first official of me stating out loud that I am now officially starting the first story that I want people to read, and for them to be able to resonate with it and just fall in love with the story. Right now I've got about 3,000, almost like 4,000 words done on here, and that's maybe a chapter. It's kind of like hard, like I said, it's kind of hard to find the time to write, and I don't know what this is all about. Reading my story, I want to be able to fall in love with that writer's work, want to read more of theirs. So that's where I want to be, is that I want people to fall in love with the story. I say that as I'm looking at the world that I've sort of created here. I have a book right now. I wrote things down, and by 2026, I would like to begin querying. That's all I got. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.